I'm now going to show you how to set up projects for your students so you can invite your students into your education account and get them mapping and analysing any data that either you want to upload or you want to use data from our FAIR global map. So first off, just something important to note is once your account has been upgraded to a education account, if you come into management and billing, you'll notice a couple of things. So your paid members would have increased from 5 to 30. So that's an increase from 5, which is a standard amount on a professional account, up to 30. And the number of projects has increased from 25 to 30 as well. And you would have changed from an essentials to a professional plan. These numbers here for paid members and projects are important to note as we get into our next stage. So if we come back to projects, and then what we're going to do is we're going to create a new project. This is going to be our master project. So we're going to come here and we're going to call this master project. And now we're going to add some data. Now you're either going to upload some data that you have collected yourself and we're going to process that for you. Or maybe you haven't got any drone mapping data and you want to use some that exists on our FAIR global map. You can find all of the data that we've got on our FAIR global map down here as well. But we can come in here and search existing data. And I am going to zoom in to some data that we've got up here in Cairns. And so we've got a few data sets up here. And so I'm going to select all of these data sets and add them to my project. You can see that my data sets appear in my project here. And now I've got access to obviously all of the analysis tools up the top here as well. But first off, I just want to have the right data sets into this project for my students so that everyone starts from the same space. And now I'm going to come back to my projects. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to create a project for each of my students and invite them in. So I've obviously created one project here, so it's taken one of those projects off my 30 that I had. But I am now going to duplicate this project. And if I come into the project, this one here is going to be a project that I'm going to share with my student called James. I'm going to call it James B. And then I'm going to share up here and I'm going to enter in James's email address and click enter. And then I'm going to give him edit access. So just James is going to have edit access to this account. He's the only one that's invited in. I'm also going to have edit access, but none of James's classmates are going to have edit access. So I'm going to invite James in with edit access. James now would have received an email to invite him into this, only this project. I now come back out here and I'm going to go to my master project again. I'm going to duplicate this, come in here, and this one here is for Sarah, and I'm going to share this one here with now Sarah, and going to give her edit access in and invite Sarah in. So I can go through and do this for all of my students. So I've obviously got 29 spaces after my master project, and all the students now will have edit access just into their project. That means that when they log in, they're going to be able to come into the workspace. Now, when they create an account, one other really important thing is that when they come in, they are going to see two workspaces. They're going to see Sarah's workspace up the top here, and then they're going to have a second card here that will be the name of your workspace as the teacher. They want to come into your workspace as the teacher because that's the one where their projects are sitting. If they go into their workspace that gets created when they create an account, it will just be the free account and none of this will be sitting in there. So that's just one tip to note as you come in. Now, once the students come in here, they're working in their project and they are going to be able to then start to do their digitization or whatever the task is that you have given them. And they're going to be able to work through this. Now, no other students are going to be able to come in here and be able to see this or use it unless you have invited them in. The students are going to be able to invite in someone at a space that's at a level that's lower than them. So they can invite their classmates in to view or to comment, but not to edit. So editors can only invite people at a lower status than them to the project to comment or view. So just be aware of that one as well. So that's the way that we recommend you set up your projects for all of your students. And as you get started, if you do need some more projects or you have more students than just one class, please reach out and we can help you with getting some additional projects and additional paid seats for your editors. Any questions, please let us know. I'm more than happy to help. Thanks.